All right. Am I streaming again? Let me see if I'm streaming. Am I streaming again? Check, check, check. I'm still getting the spinning wheel from my. Oh no, there it is. Now I get an arrow. Oh, my Twitch is broken now. Okay, chat says they can hear me. I can't hear myself though. Because I wonder has okay, all my entire all my browsers are not working. All right, let me see if I can fix this without doing an entire restart. Then you go to Task Manager. Yeah, I did put the starting soon screen up, but let me close my browser and restart it. Okay, OBS should still be up because OBS is not tied to my browser, but I have to restart my browser. The good thing is if chat can hear me, which it seems like you all can, that's the most important part. Yeah, my system did not like that trying to import the. So what happened is I think it ran up against a storage um, limit because I have been low on storage. I'm still trying to get my stream back up. Hold on, let me see. Here it is. Are my headphones? Okay, my headphones are connected now. Let me see. Do I hear myself? Okay, well, in chat you're telling me you can hear me. I can't hear myself. Let me try refreshing the screen or the window. Okay, so here's what I have to do. Oh, no, no, maybe I can avoid. I thought I might have to unplug the microphone because I only have two USB ports. But I think there's another USB port I can use. Oh, my headphones are not pairing. That's the problem. Okay, hold on. Let me go to audio devices. Okay. I might have to. I might have to go get some wired headphones from the other room. So let me put the BRB screen up. I will try to. I think my Wi-Fi adapter maybe is not working right now because it's not connecting my headphones and I can't hear the stream, so that might make it hard. The other thing I need to do is I need to find an open USB port, plug in my external drive, and I just need to make a little bit of room. I'm going to move some old saved game files. I think that's what caused the crash. So the game ran into an out of storage space error. So let me put the BRB back up, and then I'll try to fix those things real quick. How about now? Can I hear myself now? Test, 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 test. Nope. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, how about now? Can I hear myself now? I've got wired headphones now. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Okay, you can still hear me, but my audio output is not going to my headphones, I think. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Alright, I guess everything's working except the fact that I can't hear myself. Which I guess isn't terrible. As long as you guys can hear me. Now I just have to make extra room in my hard drive. I apologize. I thought I had made enough room this afternoon when I was setting up. I mean, it is weird that I can't hear myself, if that's what you're asking. Yes. It's a little disconcerting. Okay, good. My backup is showing up. Alright, let me just find some OOTP27 saves that I probably will not be referencing anytime soon. And clear those out. Yeah, I think some of these experiments will be fine. Alright, I'm copying some files over, and I'm going to delete some other files. See how long it says it's going to take. Oh yeah, no, that's going to be too long. Okay, it looks like some had already copied over, so let me just delete these. Catcher defense. Davy Johnson tributes. Okay, let me try deleting these. Alright, this should make up more than enough room for this stream. Okay, let's go back and try it out. Still weird that I can't hear myself, but I'll just have to get used to it. Okay. Yeah, I guess because it was a hard crash, for some reason my headphones are not coming back the way they normally do. Let me try power cycling my headphones. See if that helps. Okay, so let's go back into that save. Still there. Okay, yeah, it's not finding the headphones. That's the problem. Okay. The weirder thing is that the wired headphones didn't work. Anyway, what does our free agency pool look like right now? Oh, everyone came in. Okay, so it got that part done. If we delete out all the doubles, Glenn Burke, Denson, TJ House, and Bean, Billy Bean. Okay. Wow, we'll keep the higher rated one, even though we're that might be the initial one might have been brought in with a different defensive profile. Okay, so we should have 14 players. We have 13. Who are we missing? Back to the roster file. David Denson, check. Billy Bean, check. Glenn Burke, check. Anderson Comas, check. Tyler Townsend, check. Brian Ruby. Brian Ruby was a big concern because okay, he did not come over. Let's try again. I do have another thing we can try. So, in one database, he's listed as BRY Brian Ruby. Let's try that. Oh, it reset all my settings too. 1 year, 3 year, imported, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, it did import one player. Where is he, though? It said it imported one player, but he's not showing up. Brian Ruby is still not showing up. All players, no filters. Oh, I didn't enter a year. That's why. We need 2012. Okay, let's try again. Still not showing up. All right, so Brian Ruby will have to just manually create, which is fine. You'll get to see how we do that as well. All right, let's start here with David. We'll just go in order. John Dillinger. Okay, and as a reminder, I'll be pulling from BREF. Oh, did my BREF window crash? Of course it did. Everything crashed. BREF. All right, we'll just open a new baseball reference window, and I will share it. We're looking for John Dillinger. Okay. And the season we chose was 2013. No, that was David Denson. John Dillinger is 2002. The Salt Lake. Which one was it? Oh, 2002 Allentown, independently. Yeah. All right, so here's how you do this. We go into editor. This is a really cool function within OOTP. You go to pitching ratings, and you see how here's those resulting stats. This says from this profile, you would get these season stats in Major League Baseball: a 6.71 ERA and a negative 2.54. So instead, what you can enter in is you can enter in innings pitched. That season's the innings pitched were 37. Why is it not letting me enter hits allowed? That's weird. So you can enter these in, and you can use create current ratings based on stats. Home runs allowed were 2. Walks allowed were 10. Hit by pitches were hit by pitches. It's in a. I always remember it's in a weird spot. Oh, there it is. Hit by pitches in Allentown were 0. Strikeouts were 32. Now, why isn't it letting me enter in the number of hits? That's really weird. Why can't I enter in the number of hits allowed? Yeah, but it's not letting me. It's not a text box like all these other ones are. I don't think I've ever run into that before. Yeah, it is adjusting as I adjust the other stats, but it's got to let me adjust the hits allowed somehow, right? The actual hits allowed were 35. So it's actually very close. I don't know how it got so close, but it's not exactly right. I wonder if I have to change raw movement. No, but it should let me enter this in. Like on the batting side, it's very easy. You just type all this stuff in. How many batters faced? Batters faced were 147. 147 minus 10 walks, so 130. Oh, it has 143 batters faced. So if I make this 137. But why is it making up the number of hits? Why isn't it letting me enter the number of hits? That's really odd. What if I change this? It did change the number of hits, but it was now it's too high. Oh, it changed everything. Shoot, that's not good. 2 home runs, 10 walks, no hit by pitches, and what was it? 32 strikeouts. Okay, I mean it's close. The hits allowed, it looks like it is based on other stats, but I didn't enter any other stats to give it hits. So it's weird that it's assuming something to say that it thinks it's 38 hits. Oh, maybe it is the PBABIP, yeah. So let's try changing that. Okay, we want to get it down to 35. Yeah, foot for hand. I think you were right. But it seems weird. I should be able to enter the number of hits and then have the PBAB change, not the other way around. That seems really weird. All right, 470 does it. But now the innings pitched has changed. We need 37 innings pitched. 2 home runs. Yeah, this is really weird. 10, 0, 30, 30, 32. No, 32 is not. Is that number of strikeouts? It is 32. Now the hits are too low. So I can change this, but then I have to go back and change everything else to make sure it ties. Now that, yeah, the hits are still too low. So 400. It shouldn't be this challenging. Oh yeah, that's close. Now this is 39 and a third, 37. Okay, that's close enough. We're 1 hit off. Okay. So now you say create current ratings based on stats. And so those are the ratings we get. This is now a top tier pitcher. Let's look at the, if you go to bio and then, if you go to profile and scouting report, this is now a 4-star pitcher. Awesome. Finally, we're importing the career minor league stats for the LGBTQ players where we imported for our save today. All right, so now Dillinger's done, and now also every player we're going to add to the. In fact, let's add them all to the short list right now. I had a crash too. That's also what happened. Short list, they'll all become all caps. It'll make it a little easier to find. But now his scouting is not changed up here, but you can see it's changed here. We have scouting also. I don't understand why his overall scouting doesn't change right away either. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to add his year into here. Okay, so he's done. Yeah, like his scouting report is updated, 4 stars, but his overall is not. And I can't request new scouting because there are no scouts. The whole idea of not having scouts is that it's supposed to be 100% accurate. Now, while we're doing pitchers, let's flip over to the pitching view. All right, now TJ House actually not too bad, 2.5 star, but like with everyone else, we're gonna pick his peak season across his professional career, which for TJ House was we chose his 2014 season. And in 2014, he actually was up in the majors, but we're also going to use instead his Columbus stats. 2014 Columbus. His MLB ratings actually are not that bad, but he'll get a little boost from doing this. Yeah, it's really weird that this hits allowed is not letting us enter in a number. Okay, he had 57 innings pitched. He allowed 3 home runs. He walked 16 and struck out 42. Oh, hit by pitches. I think he had none. 2 hit by pitches. So 316, 430, 316, 242. His innings were 57. His hits allowed should be 56. Ooh, not bad. That's 55. We're going to leave it alone since it worked out. So he was a 2.5 star. He has now changed to... Oh, the innings changed again, didn't it? From 55 to 57. Let's try again. Yeah, it keeps taking it back to 55. That's really weird. But let's now look to see what he's scouting as. So he gained this full star, so that's nice. Okay, so TJ House is updated. You know, let's add the year as we do their update, so then we know that they're done. And then we get caught up in chat in case there were some good ideas in there. All right, Solomon Bates is next. You could keep scouts. You could, okay, we could go to scouting and set accuracy to 100%. But then I have to request a scouting update, right? And then eventually I think that'll work. But I'm a little frustrated that it doesn't just update automatically. Wonder if it's easier to update at-bats instead of innings pitched. We could. I have plate appearance, batters faced. I have batters faced, and we can just subtract the walks and hit by pitches. So we can try that. That's a good idea for hand. Let's try that with Solomon Bates. Okay, Solomon Bates. We are going to use his 2023 stats. So let me pull up Solomon Bates. (2023) I think Sioux City. Yeah, Sioux City stats. Okay, so he faced 499 batters, but how many walks did he give up? Well, so we got to go in almost the opposite order. Let's do. How many strikeouts did he have? 124. How many hit by pitches? 2. Walks. 37. Home runs allowed. 12. At bats. Well, his batters faced for 499. And he gave up 39 walks and hit by pitches. So 499 minus 39 is 460. It should be 126 innings pitched. Yeah, something's wrong. Let's try this. 126. Hits allowed. He gave up 89 hits. So he's getting shortchanged on the home runs allowed. 12. That's still right. Walks 37. Okay, so that all stayed right. Yeah, at least, yeah, we should keep going innings, I think. It was a good idea, though. It was a good suggestion. So we need to boost his PBABIP. It's such a weird cyclical... I don't know if it's broken or if that's just how it is. It seems weird, though, if that's how it is. 126 innings pitched. 12 home runs allowed, right? 37 walks, 2 hit by pitches, and 24 strikeouts. Hits allowed is 111. He's still getting shortchanged. Oh, because this changed. 120, 126. Oh, it's close. 103 is close enough. Okay. hope this is 119 and not... Yeah, it is 119. Okay. Well, the hits allowed is too many, though. So... I don't want anyone to get shortchanged here. This is their big day. Their big season. I don't want to shortchange anybody. 80 over 113. That's too low. Oh wait, why did it go up to 600? I did not ask for 600. 425. 129. No. 126. It keeps wanting to come down to 400, which messes up our hits allowed. Why does it not want to let the PBAB be higher? Why it keeps wanting to bring the PBAB down? I don't understand why. Hey, this is close enough to me. If it would just leave it alone, but it, for some reason, is not letting it do it. So I have to. What if I go higher? No, it still keeps bringing this down for some reason. Yeah, I can't tell if it's broken or what. Like right now, this is exactly what I want. I just wanted to change everything else to match. Oh, what if we just leave it like this? Actually, that should be fine. We'll just leave it like this. Right? I think that should be fine. He now scouts as a 3.5 star, which is nice. All right, so let's go ahead and add his year. 2023. All right, Isle of Borders. This is our female pitcher who is in the database. You saw she came over in the regular import, so she is just sitting in the database waiting to be imported. Oh, now my BREF is not responding. Are we going to have another crash? Let me try opening a new BREF. Isle of Borders. Is everyone else having a problem accessing BREF, or is it just me? I'm wondering if whatever broke also broke my browser for now. I can look up BREF on my phone, I guess. Can you all hear me still? Okay, BREF seems fine to you. Oh, there it goes. It just kicked in. Okay. All right, for Isle of Borders, we chose 1999. And it was the Madison stats. Oh, yeah. 1.95 ERA, 13.30 whip. So I think it might be you just play with the BABIP until it gets close, and then you just leave it. You're done at that point. So Home runs allowed. Well, let's get innings pitched first. Innings 32 and a third. Home runs allowed. Three. Walks 10. Hit by pitch, none. Strikeouts 8. So it's gonna be a low stuff pitcher for sure. So let's do this. And the hits allowed are too high. Should be 33. So I think if we just change this till it's 33. Also, low stuff but high BABIP is going to be the profile. And that's 30. Make this 32 and a third. Wait, do I do this again? 32 and a third, and I just make this 550. No, that's too. What was it? 525. Okay, I think if I just leave that, because now the BABIP's been boosted. Scouting. She's now a 2.5 star. Was a 1.5 star. So the BABIP shot up. Yeah, 85 P BABIP. That's pretty awesome. Okay. I am, just in case. It shouldn't matter. But I am going to make the potentials match. Should not matter since we have. I think the only time it'll matter is at the end of the season. When it goes to the next season, it might nerf everybody. Alright, so Isle of Borders is now updated. And I think part of why she's still not rated very high is the game really values stuff, which I think everyone already knows, but. Alright, Dillinger, House, Bates, Borders. For the first three, I'm going to make sure I update their potential numbers too. I'm just going to make them equal their current. Shouldn't change anything, but this is more of a just in case kind of thing. The next season's profile changes shouldn't occur until the postseason. But just in case, I'm going to mess with these. Okay. All right, next up is John Birch. For John Birch, we're going to go with 2005. It's not John Birch, Jason Birch. Jason Birch, we're using 2005 Modesto stats. This is high A ball. 3.30 ERA, 12.33 WHIP. Alright, so Jason Birch, Modesto, 60 innings, nice round number. Home runs allowed, 1. You have good HRA. Walks allowed, 25. Hit by pitches, 6. 73 strikeouts. So 125, 673. His hits should be 49. 52 is pretty close. So let's do this first. And then make this 60 again. And he should have 49 hits allowed. Okay, this is too high. That's still too high. "60 innings, 49 hits allowed." Okay, that's close enough. That's very close. And we'll update his potential numbers. 590. 337. 351. Okay. So, a 4-star now. Very nice. Jason Birch. You're now a 4-star pitcher. The reason I'm concerned about the ratings, if the ratings stay low, I think the computer manager is going to treat them like their top level rating instead of their scouting rating, in terms of like whether or not they come into the game and stuff. Okay, so that's Jason Birch. Next up is Tyler Dunnington. Tyler Dunnington, we're going to use Dunnington's 2014, which was, he had a split season. No, that's low A ball and rookie ball. So we're taking his, low A ball was just one game. So mostly rookie ball. Not great. Good. 3.41 ERA, 13.79 WHIP. So I don't think we're getting an overpowered version of Tyler Dunnington just because we had to dip into rookie ball from him. He only played 1 year professionally, so or 2 years. 2 years. He played some summer league in 2013, and then rookie ball, low A, in 2014. Okay, so 29 innings pitched. He had 30 hits. So that's what we're going to be looking for here. No home runs allowed. 10 walks, 26 strikeouts. Also, wow, 8 hit by pitches though. That's a lot of almost as many hit by pitches as walks. All right, in 29 innings, 36 hits. That's a little too many. Wow, his BABIP is 31. Yeah, his BABIP is not 31. Oh, let's first ask for this. Okay, with 29 innings, 24 hits. Okay, that's too good. So we'll bring this down to 350. 29 innings. It should be 30 hits. Wait, let's get these right again. 10 walks, 8 hit by pitches, 24 strikeouts, 26 strikeouts, 29 innings. Okay, 28, 30 hits. So we got to bring this down a little. Okay, that's pretty close. What does that give us from a profile perspective? 2.5 star. So what's the issue? His PBAB is super low. Is that right, though? His PBAB shouldn't be that low. He gave up 30 hits in 29 innings. That's not that bad. Okay, why did the stats go crazy again? 29 innings, no home runs, 10 walks, 8 hit by pitches, 26 strikeouts. Why does that result in 22 hits allowed? Maybe the plate appearances are off. Batters face 126. Oh, because this has to be 29. This is actually pretty close. Yeah, 35 BABIP. That doesn't seem right. 35 BABIP for 1 hit per 9 innings? Or 9 hits per 9 innings? That doesn't seem right. Let's see. Why does it keep resetting? That's really annoying. 29 innings. 10, 8, 26. At-bats should be 108. Oh, his move. Okay. His 8. Okay, that's the problem. This is an artifact of the game. His HRA is so high, it's pushing down the PBABIP to keep the movement where it is. So that's why. Okay. Unfortunately, I think he just has a profile that's not going to show up well in the game because it's so HRA based. Okay. So he's 2014. Next up is Kieran Lovegrove. Amazing name, by the way. Kieran Lovegrove. If you put this in a movie script, you would get notes like, yeah, the names are just unrealistic. Kieran Lovegrove. We wanted to take... He also played for South Africa in the WBC, which is really cool. We took 2018. He played for 3 teams. One of them was AAA Columbus, but the sample size was too small. He played... I think we wanted to take this high A Lynchburg. Unfortunately, it's a pretty small sample size, 17 1/3 innings. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I think we're going to take... Wait, what did I put in my notes? Yeah, high A Lynchburg. So it'll be small sample size. Okay, innings pitched were 17 1/3. Home runs allowed were none. So it might have the same problem here with the super high HRA. No home runs allowed, 4 walks. Five hit by pitches. No hit by pitches and 25 strikeouts. That's a great strikeout to walk ratio. How many hits did he actually allow? He allowed 12. Oh, this is actually pretty close. Okay, I think we can just work with this. That's fine. Ooh, look at that. That's a really good profile now. He's a 5-star. 5-star, what, relief pitcher? Yeah, bullpen. He only has 2 pitches. 5-star relief pitcher. That's awesome. Okay, next up is... Oh, wait, we have to give him his year so that we know we updated him. All right, Sean Conroy. And for Conroy, we wanted his Sonoma, Independent League Sonoma stats. 5-3 with a 2.70 ERA. Again, not crazy stats, so I don't feel like we're getting too crazy with the seasons we're picking. 60 innings, 3 home runs allowed, 15 walks. The hit by pitches are in a weird spot in this form. Strikeouts 52. $83 hits allowed. Oh, well, this should be 60. 56 hits allowed. It's actually 42. Home runs were 3, 8, 3, 15, 7. Okay, everything else stayed the same. So we just have to play with this until it comes down to 42. Oh, he's going to have a high P-BABIP. Okay, that's pretty close. Oh, he's listed as a first baseman. Let's get his... He doesn't have batting stats in here. So, yeah, he's going to be listed as a pitcher. How many pitches does he have? He has 1 pitch? That's not going to work. All right, let's give him a slider. At least, so he has 2 pitches. 60. All the things went crazy again because we... And let's change his position to relief pitcher. Oh, we can't do that yet because he's not on the team. Home runs allowed. 3, 15, 7, 52. Oh, hits allowed are too low now. Wait a second, this is 60. Yeah, we want that to be... Oh, because I added another pitch. That's probably why. That's pretty close, actually. Yeah, okay, so now what does that give us? Maybe we can do it in editor. Can we set his position? Yes, we can. Reliever. There we go. 5-star. He's a 5-star. Nice. Okay. All right. Let's 5-star. Sean Conroy. Nice. Let's add his year, 2015. All right, now why is it not letting me arrow down? I don't think that's everybody. Oh, it's probably all the pitchers. That's probably why. So now we're getting to the batters. David Denson. All right, we're almost done. Bear with me. Other than the crash, I think this has been going pretty well considering the lack of available data. For David Denson, we're going 2013 which is rookie ball, rookie Brewers. Is that really the best we can find? I think it was. Yeah. All right, so editor. The batting is a little easier. You see there's no blocks here where you can't enter data. So batting is a little more straightforward. At-bats, 127. Hits, 31. Doubles, 6. Triples, 1. Home runs, 6. Walks, 29. Strikeouts, hit by pitches, 2. Strikeouts, 45. So now you say current ratings based on these stats. Oh, you know what I didn't do on the last few pitchers? I didn't update the potential numbers. So he's going to strike out a ton. His avoid K is still terrible. His gap is good. His power is good. His eye is good. And he needs to be able to play a position. He played first base. These are a little too low. If we give him max experience, actually, he's a 111, so that's fine. Let's go back and fix those potential numbers here on the pitchers. 650. Again, this is a just in case. I don't want these pitchers blowing up if it starts to cycle to the next season, and it looks at their potential numbers to see where they should kind of be going next. Okay, Tyler Townsend. You know what? After all this trouble, let's go ahead and save this. Tyler Townsend. We wanted Tyler's 2011 stats. 2011 high A Frederick. He had 312, 936 OPS. So we're going to have a good profile here. Okay, Frederick, he had 252 at-bats. He had 80 hits, 24 doubles, 2 triples, 13 home runs. He drew only 11 walks. Got hit by pitches 6 times. And struck out 64 times. Wow, 85 BABIP, 40 avoid K. That's a 65 contact. 85 gap, 70 power, but no eye. That's a really interesting, fun profile. He's going to strike out a lot, but he's going to get a lot of base hits. He's not going to walk, but he's going to hit extra base hits and bombs. That will be really fun to sim. All right. What is he? Oh, he's also a first. Oh no, he is the first baseman. That's right. Never mind. We're good there. Okay, let's add the year so we know we edited him. All right, next up is Billy Bean, not the Moneyball Billy Bean. This is the other Billy Bean. We're going to take his... Now, he does have a Major League profile. This is his Major League profile, but we're going to take his AAA Vegas stats. So these are legit stats, AAA. We're not, making a huge leap here. All right, AAA 1993. So this is after he's played in the majors. He will actually come back up to the majors again after this, but this is a 6th season. And I do not mind giving him credit for this. let's see. 167 at-bats. 59 hits. 11 doubles, 2 triples, 7 home runs. 32 walks. How many hit by pitches? 2 hit by pitches and 14 strikeouts. Ooh, not a lot of strikeouts. He's going to have good avoid K, I think. Yeah, elite contact hitter. 80 BABIP, 80 avoid K, 80 contact, 55 gap, 60 power, 85 I. Sick profile. Nice. This is based on a real AAA season. So the only putting the finger on the scales we're doing is we're going to treat them as Major League stats instead of AAA stats. This got to be a 5-star, right? Heck yeah, 5-star. Now his defense is terrible. What can we do about that? Because he doesn't have experience. If we max out his experience, he is a very good outfielder. His attributes are very nice. Again, these are his actual attributes. We'll give him first base too, but I don't think he'll need it. He's going to be our stud outfielder. All right, that's really cool. I'm glad he had that AAA season. Okay, Glenn Burke also has a Major League profile. This is based on his Major League profile. Not bad. 50, 55 BABIP and avoid K, 55 contact. I mean, you've seen a lot of our low ball creator roster sims. Above average Major League contact is still pretty darn good. But we're going to go into his non-major seasons to see if we can find something better. And for Glenn Burke, I had chosen his 1977 AAA, not a huge leap. 1977 AAA, Albuquerque. He had 309 with an 877 OPS. All right, so in Albuquerque that year, he hit 467 at-bats, 140 hits, 17 doubles, 10 triples. This is going to be a fun profile, 7 home runs. Not a big walker, only 18 walks, and 71 strikeouts. No hit by pitches, 71 strikeouts and 18 walks. Oh, man. All right. He's a good contact hitter. 70 BABIP, 65 avoid K for a 70 overall contact rating. Not much gap or power, but his triple ratio is a 0.35. This is going to be a fun profile. Okay, so let's make these potential numbers equal to overall. Okay, and then fielding, we're just going to max out his experience. He is also a good center fielder, so be interested to see who the computer puts in center, Glenn Burke or Billy Bean. The other one can easily just go to right field. They both have good arms. Okay, so Glenn Burke, let's add his year. This is a 1977 AAA. Billy Bean is a 1993. Townsend. All right, Anderson Comas. Anderson Comas. For Anderson, we chose 2018. That's his second rookie ball season as an 18-year-old. Hit 306. Can you imagine hitting 306 in any professional level? I don't care if it's rookie ball as an 18-year-old. That's pretty awesome. I don't think I hit 306 in Little League. Let's see. At bats 160. Hits 49. Doubles 6, triples 2, home runs 1. Only 7 walks. Got hit twice and struck out 26 times. Yeah, massive contact guy. 80 BABIP, 60 avoid K. For 75 roll contact. No gap power I to speak of at all. This is almost like a dead ball, like a Kitty Bransfield profile here. Very top heavy. Okay, and he's an outfielder also. Let's just max out his experience. It might be him and right with that 114 arm, and then Bean or Burke in center, and whoever's left in left. Okay, let's see what he now rates out as. Wow, still only a 2.5 star, probably because of the lack of power and I. The game does value those things quite a bit. I wonder if doing the save, did doing the save actually do anything to change the ratings? No, the stars are still very low. Okay, that's it. I think everyone's updated. Oh, Comas, I didn't add his year. We've now edited him. 2018. All right, now all that's left to do is we're going to add each of these players to the Mets roster. Unfortunately, there's not a batch way to do this. That would be a very nice quality of life thing if you could batch this. Glenn Burke, Mets. Billy Bean, Mets. Tyler Townsend, Mets. Now, one of the good things that OOTP has done is you can now go over the roster limit temporarily. So we can just cram all these guys onto the Mets active roster and then get it back down. Before, you used to have to make room for everybody before you brought each player over, which this is a lot better from a quality of life perspective. Okay, so now everyone's on the roster. Take a look at the pitching staff. Now, I think if I ask the computer for a pitching staff, it's going to go by the stars. Oh, you know what? You know what we can potentially do? First, let's save this. I think if we go into this personnel, we're going to learn a lot more about the base game than I thought. If you go to front office and where's the staff? Oh, where's personnel? There's a personnel view, which I wonder if it's off because I just have the minors off there. We should still have. There should still be like trainers and, well, maybe you don't need trainers because injuries are off, but there should still be a staff. Why can't I find that? Organization, no. Where can someone? Is anyone else who knows the base game remember where personnel is? I thought it was under here. I thought you used to go to front office, and then it was one of the choices here. Because what I was going to do is I was going to edit our manager profile. because I was going to make it more tools based. So then when it sees that the attributes are high, it'll then treat them as more valuable players in terms of setting lineups and rosters. Because I think right now it's going to be going by the stars. No, maybe not. It is treating Dillinger like a stud. Yeah, Dillinger at 1.5, he's in the number 1 spot, even though he's a 4-star, so he's kind of where he should be. Now, Tyler Dunnington is not being treated very well. But, oh, was Dunnington one that didn't translate very well? Yeah, he's got the high HRA only. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's see if it does the same with the batting then. My concerns might be unfounded. I'm worried that it's me going by this, in which case a lot of our best players are not going to get into the lineups. Yeah, there's no reason Glenn Burke, Tyler, they should be on the bench. Oh, is it treating Tyler Townsend as a 2-way? Does he have pitching stats too? No. So why was... Oh, Tyler Dunnington is who I was thinking of. Okay, never mind. Alright, so on the batting side, it is a little wonky. Oh, David Denson does not have a year. David Denson is 2013. Okay, so let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pitchers. 7 more pitchers. So we need to cut some pitchers here. Davinsky's super flat. I think we can send him to the reserve. Montas is pretty bad. We'll send him to the reserve. That's 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to do 6 more. Stanek has control issues. We'll send him down. Canning is super flat. We'll send him down. Now, the good thing about importing these players, like, I don't have to worry about, like, if they're lefty or righty. Like, it just brought them in as lefty or righty. So TJ House throws lefty. Isla Borders throws lefty. All right, now we're going to start to get into some harder cuts here. I think Rico Garcia. McGill. Holmes or Garrett? Garrett has more stuff. Holmes has better PBABIP and HRA. They both have pretty bad control. I think we'll take the stuff of Garrett and send down Holmes. I think we still might need to send down one more, in which case it'll be Garrett, but let's do the batters now. What's the positional coverage look like? Yeah, it's tough because Denson and Townsend are first base only. We have a lot of outfielders. Well, I've always wanted to get rid of Jesse Winker, so he's an easy cut. I think Acuna is second base only in this world, so we're going to send him down. We're still 4 over. So I do think on the pitching side we're going to send Reed Garrett down. Okay, the bullpen now looks a little more organized. We do have some of our imported players now in the mix. Although Bates is a 3.5 star. I think he's not being treated like a 3.5 star by the computer. That was the concern. Is it just Bates that's getting that treatment, or Dunnington had that weird profile? Borders did not import well. I think Birch, yeah, 4-star. He's being a little, I think, underestimated here in his. Well, no, he is in middle relief and not avoid higher leverage, so I guess it's okay. And it did put 2 of our players in the 1 and 2 spot, so I think it is giving credit to the ratings instead of the stars. All right, how many more players do we have to get rid of? 3 more. 3 more. Tough cuts coming up here. I mean, do we have to cut Alonso to make room for Townsend and Denson? Tyrone Taylor can go. I think we have enough outfield cover. It's either Taylor, Nimmo's bat's probably too good. Marte's bat's probably too good. We don't need center field from Taylor anymore because Bean and Burke can both play good center field. So I think we're good with Tyrone Taylor. I forgot that Soto still exists. So let's see what the new lineups look like now with these changes. Yeah, it does not want to start Burke. Nimmo's DHing, huh? Interesting. Burke's problem is he's going to be underrated because he's an all contact guy. So we're going to have to force start him, I think. Probably in left. You know, the minor league things don't tell you what if they played any other positions. Colmas is also listed as a relief pitcher, which is interesting. Do we give him some pitching? He has very small sample size, but some of them are interesting. What did we take for Comas? We took his 2018 rookie ball. Oh, he wasn't pitching yet in 2018. He started pitching later as he got the high A ball. Oh, you know what, Barry Basher? I wouldn't be surprised. I forgot that it was a speed draft, and I didn't get my round 13 players. But GG's. Good job knocking me out. Good luck the rest of the way. I'm surprised I made it to round 2. That's actually some positive news. All right, so Comas. I'm looking for Denson and Townsend. Can we... I took you to 7 games. That's awesome. I hope I didn't wear your team out too much that you can't make it through round 3. David Denson. Let's look him up again. See if we have a chance to maybe give him some... Oh, he's listed as first base, DH, and left field. Okay. Yeah, with these minor league stats, you don't get visibility on their positional coverage. So we'll give him a little left field. but his ratings are too low for that. So we got to give him something playable. But he'll still be the worst of the 3 outfield options that we're importing. Yeah, 75 in left field is playable, and we'll give him a little bit of third base to just give him a little more playability. But we're going to have to boost these a little bit to make that work. Yeah, it makes him a really good first baseman, but it makes him a barely passable third baseman. But it gives him a little more usability. And then lost round 3 and 7. I hope it wasn't because I wore your team out. Let's see, Denson. Who was the other first baseman? All right, Crouton definitely needs to walk after we get these rosters settled. I'll start the counter on the pack giveaway countdown. Tyler Townsend, that's who it is. And while that's happening, I'll go give Crouton a quick P walk. Tyler Townsend. Let's see if we can give him a little positional coverage. First base. Let's see if we can find information on what he played in college. Tyler Townsend, college baseball. He is an All-American outfielder and first baseman at FIU. Okay, so that helps. So we know he should have some outfield ability. We'll give him a little more because he's an All-American. Let's see if that helps the computer get him into the lineup a bit more. Okay, Denson now has a spot in the lineup as a third baseman. That's good. That lets us maybe... I think Vientos, unfortunately, I think is going to be the odd man out there. Vientos just gives us third base, I think. Yeah. Versus Beatty gives us third and second, so Vientos is going to be gone. All right, one more cut. One more tough cut to make. I think it might be Sterling Marte. If I compare Marte and Burke, Marte has a little more power, more eye, but Burke has more avoid K and BABIP. Yeah, I'll take the well, I don't know. It's close. How about defense-wise? Burke has the range. Marte has the error in arm. It's close. It's close. It's closer than I thought it would be. But the outfield's pretty crowded here. We have a lot of lefty bats, actually, so Nimmo could actually go. I think he's also more limited defensively. Yeah, he's left field only. Only has good error. Yeah, given we're bringing in Bean and Comas, who are lefty bats, I think Nimmo might be the odd man out here. I think also we might end up platooning. How do Pete Alonso and Tyler Townsend look? Like versus righties, I think it's Townsend, and versus lefties, it's actually still Townsend. I like Townsend over Alonso here. What is that? I mean, his avoid K and I are the problem. His rating out is a 4.5 star, so it makes sense that he'd be competitive with Alonso. Alonso's a 3.5 star, so maybe we just 4-start Townsend at first, at least versus righties. Yeah, so I think Nimbo is the odd man out here. Yeah, now Townsend is starting at DH versus righties and lefties. We want Burke starting, I think, in center. Well, Beans in center, Marte's in left. So we'll force start Burke versus lefties, or we'll force start Burke in left field. Who's in right? Oh, Soto's in right. He's not a very good right fielder though. He's a 55. What is Burke in right field? He's a 60. 55 arm. So, oh, Soto has a big arm. Okay. So, we'll force start Burke in left over Marte. Yeah, he's got a 10-point contact advantage, 5-point power, and 10-point eye deficit. And I think he's a better left. No. Okay, Marte's a better defense left field. That's probably why it's happening. But we're going to force start Burke in left field. All right, so now. Okay, cool. Hey, he's leading off too. We're force starting him and he's leading off. This 80 steal is come by naturally. That was how he imported. Okay, so the roster's done. So let's see, where are we relative to the next ad break? Oh, perfect timing. We're gonna push ads. I'm gonna go walk Crouton. Consider this your 3-minute ordering on the pack giveaway form. Let me see. Do we have any people who've already entered? Yeah, now that the roster's done, hopefully we get more entries. We probably also lost a bunch of viewers when the stream crashed. Oh, you know what? When the stream crashed, I probably lost the form. So yeah, thank you, Flying WB, for reminding me that. Let me put it back up. Okay, link to form. Tonight's first 10-pack giveaway. We'll have another 10-pack giveaway tonight when Nerd of Anarchy plays Dead Ball Creator roster. Should be a good time. Now that Find He's playing Perfect Team, now he wants those packs. All right, good luck, everybody. I'll give everyone a little extra time because I didn't realize that I forgot that the pin had come down. So I'll give everyone time when we come back. Also, I might tinker with the lineup a little bit more, but I think this is largely what we're going to go with. Yeah, pitchers we just went with what the computer went with. I think it was largely right on Birch, Dunnington, Bates, and Borders. They do have some kind of problematic profiles, even after, like, well, Birch is probably a little underrated. But I think the others, Dunnington has no PVAB because his HRA is kind of too. This is like a quirk of the game, I think. Actually, Lovegrove should be a lot higher. Lovegrove should potentially be our closer. Okay, good call, Fine WV. I'll fix it when we get back. But some of the pitching the bullpen will change. The starters are going to stay where they are, I think. All right, I am back. If someone in the chat could please let me know if you are hearing me, I would appreciate it. I'm assuming you are, because everything's still set up the same. I just unmuted myself in OBS. But we're going to... Okay, thank you, Flying W. We're going to make some updates to the bullpen. I think Flying W is right. The stars are not right, but these ratings are. And I think, for example, Jason Birch, he does have PBAP and control issues, but he should probably be a little bit higher. Lovegrove, potentially better than Diaz. 85 stuff. I mean, let's look at them side by side. I'm pretty sure Lovegrove is better than Diaz right now. Yeah, look at that. All right, so Lovegrove is going to be our closer. Diaz will be our setup. Conroy is our second setup. Yeah, that actually looks about right. Lower stamina too. So DS, Lovegrove 35. Okay. Borders actually bring in some Isla Borders, our female pitcher, bring in some stamina, 40. So lefty specialist, but I think can give us some innings in maybe long relief with that 40 stam. Bates, I think, appropriately with the HRA issues, probably where he should be in long relief. Dunnington, PBAP issues. So yeah, probably also Dunnington, Bates, just a slightly problematic profile. So I think they're where they should be in long relief. Birch probably could be higher. Conroy, the more well-rounded profile. So it's actually Birch or Diaz for that setup spot. Birch versus Diaz. So Birch has, they both have huge stuff. Birch is a much better home run suppressor. Diaz better PBAP and slightly better control. I don't know. I think given in this 2010 run where HRA is so important, I think I would want Birch in there ahead of Diaz. So Birch, Conroy. Bump Diaz back to middle relief with Rayleigh. What's Lovegrove's stamina? 35. Okay, I think he can be 8th plus or later. Oh, you know what? We could make Lovegrove a stopper. Does it seem like I should be starting the night stream in like 5 minutes? Yeah, I don't know. It feels late to me because I haven't eaten dinner yet, but... Let's see, Birch and Conroy. 30 stamina, 20 stamina. So these are both going to have to be 8th or later, I think. Rayleigh... I mean, in real life, I like Rayleigh. He's profiling out pretty good here. In fact, I almost want to go Rayleigh setup, lefty-righty setup with Rayleigh and Conroy and move Birch to middle. So Birch and Diaz, they'll bring some heat out of the pen in the middle relief. And then Rayleigh and Conroy, righty-lefty, and then Lovegrove's going to be awesome as a closer here. Okay. Is Borders really that splitty versus lefties? Yeah, 10 more. Well, actually, yeah, 5 more HRA, 5 more. Not super splitty. I think Borders is just Yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine. We don't have a lot of. We only have 2 lefties, so I think that's fine. I'm just wondering if Borders is someone I can bring into middle relief. That Stuff is tough though. In this run environment, Stuff is kind of tough. So I think we'll leave. We'll leave her where she is. Yeah, so I think that's the final settings for the pitching staff. I like Dillinger in House 1 and 2, I think. I'm a little surprised Peterson's not higher. In fact, that's one change I'm going to make. I'm going to bring Peterson ahead of Senga and Manaya. Okay, I think that's it. That's it. All right, we'll save this as a quick start as well. All right, quick start's been saved. Let's see how we're doing on the pack giveaway form. Oh, shoot. I forgot to draft my dailies. I have 2 weeklies too, 2 live weeklies. I should draft those now. So everyone's going to get a little extra time to do their pack giveaway forms. I did save it. I did save the quick start so I can exit out of this. The batting, I think the batting looks good. We got Burke leading off both ways. Soto, second, fourth versus lefties. Bean, third versus both. Townsend cleanup versus righties at DH. And Marte's DHing versus lefties. Do I agree with that? Townsend versus lefties versus Marte versus lefties. Versus lefties. Marte's got 5 more contact and 15 more eye. No, you know what? I don't agree with that. I want Townsend starting at DH. We'll force start at DH. Okay, let's see what that does. Yeah. He goes from not batting versus lefties to hitting cleanup once you force him in the lineup. So I like that. Alonso's the 5 spot. Denson hitting 5th at third base. Yeah, so 4 of our imported batters are in the top 6 of the lineup. Comas is off the bench mostly because he's just a contact bat, no power, no eye. So I really can't argue against that. Let's see where he is on the depth chart, though. Second off the bench in all 3 outfield spots. Third bat off the bench as a pinch hitter versus righties. And then versus lefties, 4th bat off the bench and also still second backup in all 3 outfield spots. So should get some at bats during the season. So I'd probably save that. I should save the quick start too now that we've made that lineup change. Okay, if you want to see a if you want to see a base game player draft perfect team, that's what you're about to see. Unlike EVC, I don't like to log in on stream, so I'm gonna move this over here while I log in. I'll get into late iron. There's no rush to do that, but we'll go ahead and spam a quick. And let's draft this. It is weekly Friday Night Live perfect draft. Again, giving everyone time to fill in their pack giveaway forms, pinned to the chat. Guessing how our team's going to do tonight. All right, let's see. Neutral run environment, home runs nerfed a little bit, but not much. Slight advantage to lefty batting and righty power. Not enough to really matter. I'm going to treat it as a pretty neutral draft. Shohei, Cunha Jr., Soto. Like the eye on Soto. Don't love this gold round. Might end up just taking 2 pitchers here. Bieber, Bradish. Rushman's not bad, but I'd rather have Baldwin or who's the guy in the Athletics? Langoliers. And none of my shortstops are here, so I'm going to go 2 pitchers, I think. Lindor. Still, okay, we're not going to get a gold catcher. We're not going to get a gold center fielder. All right, we're going to punt on catcher defense, and we're just going to go bat here. Don't see a center field option. I guess we could go Dillinger and get a little bit of glove, too. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's go Dillinger at catcher. Yeah, we still don't have a center fielder I like. Casey Schmidt, though, not bad. Good bat that we can put in a few different places. So, or do we lock down first base? Well, we have Alonso at first, so we're good there. Okay. Still looking center field. Still looking shortstop. Oh no, we have shortstop. Still looking center field. A good 2-way center field. There aren't many once you get past gold. That's the problem. Trey Turner is my shortstop. No, we have shortstop. Keep forgetting that. Although still Trey Turner, maybe. We'll put him at third or second and move Schmidt to third. And then Oviedo, we now have 3 starting pitchers. How's Benj in center? He's a 68. Not good, but considering you have to go to Silver, he might be our starting center fielder. Painter. Yeah, I think Painter, Benj, and I guess Benj is our starting center fielder. I don't love it, but. Okay, let's see. Yep, just need depth now. We only have 4 starting pitchers, though, so we got to fix that. Wow, if I've even up since 3 a.m. Well, hopefully we'll see you for the dead ball run. But if not, we'll see you tomorrow night. I assume you're playing low ball tomorrow night, Flying WV? He's probably not going to be in the rotation, but we'll try Bergert here, and then we'll take a lefty in Heron. Same. Okay, I assumed it was the same file, so okay, good. Nothing changes there then. Sean Murphy could be our backup catcher. Don't love the bat though. We still have plenty of catchers coming, so I don't think we have to rush that. Backup center field is important. We'll take Derek Hill for that. And we'll take Martin Perez. All right, we have 7 arms and we have Shohei, so we have 8 pitchers right now. Carlos Perez, I think that's the catcher we've been waiting for. And probably Grant Holmes, maybe Mitch Spence. No, I like Holmes better. Maybe Ryan Fernandez. Yeah, I like Holmes. We'll take Holmes. Okay, 8 pitchers plus Shohei is 9. We have 6 pitchers coming around 13, so I think we only need to take one more. I wouldn't mind taking Marcus Semien here, so we have some infield depth. So Semien, and I think it's going to be Manaya. All right, so that's 10 pitchers, including Shohei. We need 3 more this round, and then probably best bats available after that. I like Povich. Like Bivens, at least he has some HRA in control. And I think Shavili, he's flat, but okay. So we'll do that. And then we need, let's see, what's our bigger need? Infield or outfield? I guess with Shohei we can take 2. So infield depth would be nice. We're pretty good. We could use a little, so 1 infielder, 1 outfielder. Peguero or Brujan? I think, well, who's the better defender? Yeah, I'll take Peguero, and I think it's probably Loper Fido, although Halpin's at 74 in center field. No one else can match that. But we already have Derek Hill backing up center field, so we really don't need that. So better bat is better here, which is Loper Fido. Okay, so that team's drafted. Not bad, not great, not bad. I don't love that I didn't get some of my favorite gold cards, so that's not ideal. But other than that, pretty good. Carlos Perez, no, this is the cool Papa Bello live cards. You're not going to be pitching. Emergency starting pitcher mop up. Manaya stopper with Holmes. Heron can close. Perez. Actually, do you want Perez stopping versus Manaya? No, I think I like the stuff of. Maybe, yeah. I think the stuff from Manaya might be better in a setup role than Bivens or Bergert. Bivens. Bergert. Okay, kind of like the bullpen. And it makes sense that the pitching is probably a little better than normal because I didn't get the bats I liked, so I ended up taking pitchers higher. So that's the trade-off. Actually, let's make these the closers. Backup closers. We'll make these guys the backup middle relievers. I think without a base stealer on this team, we're going to go on base percentage at leadoff with Soto. Sometimes I'll flip it and do that when I don't have a true leadoff guy. And Acuna's also got huge eyes, so he'll be second. And then they'll set the table for Otani, Alonso, and Lindor. I like that. It probably makes sense that I'm better at live perfect drafts than rosters because it's a lot more like base game. And I think I think I'm pretty good at the drafts in general because of things like create a roster. I really think that helps your thinking when it comes to drafting. The one PTCS I won was in draft, and then the very next PTS I made it to the finals in draft. So it's the main thing I'm good at, and perfect team. All right, so I think we're good there. We have one more of these to do. We only have one other person who entered in the meantime, so in case anyone has come in, there's a pack giveaway form pinned to the chat, and you can guess how our team is going to do today. We did get some pretty good high end players. The rest are, I think, probably still better than the Mets they replaced. So I think there will be a pretty significant improvement over the actual Mets record. But I don't know. I don't know how good the top end, the ceiling for this team is. But I do think it will be better than the original Mets team that it's replacing. And we only brought in 14 players. There are only 14 former professional ball players who have come out as openly LGBTQ. So it's not a complete roster takeover. I wish there had been enough players who had come out to make it so, but yeah, it's a little discouraging that since 2024, when that article is published, that gave us those 14 players, that no one has come out since then. All right, we're just going to do this other one, then we're going to jump in and run the sim. We'll take a look at the guesses, and then we'll run the sim. 7 packs for first place, 3 packs for second place. Go Shohei again. So the reason I have 2 teams in the same tournament is if you can only enter 1 team per account. But if you have another account, you can enter a second team. The only thing you can't do that for is entry fee tournaments. You can only do that for standard tournaments. Okay, again, I don't have my favorite catcher or shortstop or center fielder here. But I might go Perdomo Soriano and hope that we get a couple of those players in the next round. Yeah, no luck again. None of my favorite gold catchers, none of my favorite gold center fielders. So I just think Rafael Esbad isn't good enough for gold. I mean, the glove is, of course, bulletproof, but so I think we'll go Alonso and either Brandon Lau or did I see? Oh no, I thought Ketel Marte was in here, but he's not. Well, we have Trang already. I mean, Lau can play first or third, I guess, but we'll go Alonso and King. Starting with 2 gold pitchers again, just like the other draft. It was out of necessity, but maybe that'll end up being better for me. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll flick Okamoto to play. Well, we don't have a shortstop. That's a bummer. It's funny, my live drafts now largely hinge on whether I get Lindor at gold. I'll take Seager in a pinch, but I didn't get either of them this time, so I'm without a shortstop. JRM's a 61 is short. Trang's a 74 is short. That's not terrible. JRM can play second, then Okamoto can play third, I guess. Or I can take Christian Walker to be my DH. Or I could take both, actually. I don't see a pitcher. I don't see a starter I like here. Yeah, Bybee's not bad, actually. All right, we'll go. I don't know. I kind of like Walker's bat better. His glove is not as good, but I think I like Walker over Okamoto. We'll go Walker, Bybee. Still need a shortstop. Is it Trey Turner again? Oh, Dansby Swanson might be a little better. Better in the field. He's a little more power I-ish. Turner's more contact. Turner, though, a better outfielder in case we need to move him around. So, oh, we've got Perdomo at short. That's right. I took Perdomo. Okay, so we don't need to take either of them if we don't want to. I almost made a... Okay, I almost completely forgot about that. Logan Henderson and... You know, I like that Turner can play outfield. He might actually be my left fielder right now. Could go Brenton Doyle to lock down center field. At least he has... I don't love the bat, but at least he's got BABIP. And we'll go Dingler at catcher. Yeah, I don't like how this draft played out. I think not getting those cards I wanted at gold really hurt. Oh, we still need outfielders, right? Maybe take Tyler O'Neill. Severino, and I think O'Neill. Mullins could back up center field, maybe even start versus righties and left or right. Brock Stewart. Don't love the pitching options here. We're still missing a starting pitcher, by the way. It says we have 5, but I think one of them I didn't like. Yeah, actually, no, I don't mind Severino as the 5th starter, so we're okay. We can just take bullpen pieces now. And maybe occasionally like a potential starter. Pilkington, Madden. Do I like any of these batters? I don't think so. Well, we have 8 pitchers in Otani. Oh, I like Burke a lot. Bobby Miller or backup catcher. I think we got to go backup catcher here, and we'll go Diaz. Okay, so we have 10 pitchers. We need 3. Chase Petty, Sterner. Sugano's HRA is too bad. I think Bowman. Okay, so that's 13 pitchers. We're a little light in the outfield. Walker is our backup corner outfielder, and Mullins is our only backup center fielder. Infield feels pretty decent. No, Christian Walker is backing up the middle infielder. So we need a middle infielder and a outfielder. Middle infield choices are thin. I think it's going to be... God, none of these guys can play shortstop. All right, Oliver Dunn. He's the better shortstop option than Torres. And an outfielder, preferably one that can play decent center field. Morabito's a 76 in center. I like McCutcheon's eye, but he's a 13 in center field. Actually, he just has to back up the corners. Even there, he's not good. 44 and 35. So I think it's got to be Morabito. Unless Torres plays outfield. Ooh, Torres actually plays left field at an 80. But right field is a 69. Probably because he doesn't have outfield arm. Okay, so we'll go Morabito. All right, I'm just going to finish up these roster lineups and stuff, and then we'll close the pack giveaway form. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and submit your pack giveaway form, guessing how our Pride Month player editions are going to do on the 2025 Mets. See Burke, I think, in... Ooh, do I want to put Severino in the rotation? No, but I do think he'll be our stopper with Burke. And then Pilkington. And, yeah, Madden can set up Sterner. Actually, Sterner might be better than... Yeah, let's put Sterner in setup and Madden in middle relief. Chase Petty and Bowman. Petty middle relief. We'll put Bowman as a 6th inning setup guy. All right, lineups, and then we'll close that pack giveaway form. Okay, Christian Walker's on the bench. Tyler O'Neill versus righties or Christian Walker? Yeah, I want him starting versus both. Maybe versus lefties we go O'Neill because of the better eye, but versus righties, definitely Christian Walker and DH. And maybe Cedric Mullins over Brenton Doyle in center. The bat is better. Actually, not a ton better, though. And Doyle has a much better glove. So what we'll do is we'll put Mullins probably in as like every third game starter in center field versus righties. That way he's not starting versus lefties. I want Doyle starting versus lefties. J-Ram. Turner. Alonso. Or actually, maybe go Perdomo with that eye. And versus lefties. J-Ram, Perdomo, Shohei. Yeah, okay. I like that. He had Mullins every third game versus righties, so he doesn't have to start versus lefties. And then we'll let J-Ram steal a little bit. And Mullins can run a little bit. Strategy. All right. I'm going to take a look at the pack giveaway form. If anyone is working on a form right now, please go ahead and either submit it or let me know in chat that you're working on it. I will leave it open until you're able to enter. But otherwise, I'm going to close it up so we can get started. So we'll go back into our save. All right, anyone else? Anyone else? All right. Actually, while I need to resize some columns, so everyone's going to get a few extra seconds here while I do that. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and close the form and take a look at the guesses. Good luck, everybody. All right, let's close that form. We have 4 contestants. Not bad considering I lost the stream at one point, and we lost all of our viewers. And so we got enough viewers back that we have 4 contestants. Thank you for participating. And let's take a look at the aggregated guesses. All right, three-quarters who think that this team will make the playoffs. The actual team went 83-79 and did not make the postseason. Three-quarters who think they will win the division. No one thinks they'll make it to the World Series or win the World Series. No Cy Young Award winner, and half of you think there's an MVP winner here. Again, we're going up against Shohei. I didn't have relief pitcher of the year. I do think we're going to win relief pitcher of the year with that closer. I think Lovegrove looks great. All right, let's see what the computer thinks. Let's go to standings. Let's go to opening day. And you sim to opening day, you will see here that you get generating MLB season predictions. And we'll go to MLB reports and info, preseason predictions. All right, here's the regular American League, unchanged. National League, 107 wins for the Mets, 100 for the Phillies. Race between the two teams here for first place. Everyone else below 70 wins is the projection. Cubs, again, sim very well in OOTP27, 2025 Cubs. They are projected to win 110 games, and the Diamondbacks at 104. Let's change our team name, by the way. We'll make this the Pride Month Mets. I'll have to hit enter. So this won't update because it already generated, but it'll update in all future standings. Tops and strikeouts, it looks like. So that a lot of that is, I think, from our imported players. 268 home runs, 138 stolen bases. Oh, you know what? That is going to change a little bit because I think we're probably going to want to run sabermetric. Do we have a lot of base stealing? Oh, we do actually. Yeah, maybe we'll leave it where it is then. Oh, the stars updated. Oh, when we did opening day, the stars updated. So yeah, these are all now correct. So hopefully the computer management of the team will be better too. Yeah, great. That's good. Our starting pitching is definitely the weak spot. Our two imported players will help a little bit, but our bullpen is great. Really looking forward to seeing how they do. All right. Let's go to our wait, I forgot to look at we looked at the predictions but not the players. So the standings predictions we looked at, but not the player predictions. Okay, so the computer likes Billy Bean, not the Moneyball Billy Bean, but our Billy Bean, and it likes Tyler Townsend, or DH. The pitching side, it likes Dillinger, 20-9 projected, and it likes Tom House, 17-5. All right, let's see how the season goes. We got to go to our opening day, which is after the Tokyo series. They split the Tokyo series. The Cubs and the Dodgers will both start the season 1-1, and we are going to go to our opening day. We've got is it interleague? Interleague play is always down here. No, wait, we're not interleague play. Oh yeah, there we are. Interleague game. We got John Dillinger on the mound against Hunter Brown. All right, let's watch some highlights. All right, top of the second after a scoreless first. We got runners on first and second for Jeff McNeil. After the catcher, we'll have Glenn Burke coming up. Strikeout swinging. That'll be out number 2. And we're out of the inning. Top of the third. Now we got Glenn Burke on second. Soto on first for Billy Bean. With no outs and a full count. Bean draws the walk. Bases loaded for Tyler Townsend, our DH. And he pops him up to short. That's not going to advance any runners. And that gives them a free out without advancing. So, 1 out. First pitch to Alonso. Drives it to right field, and that is caught by the right fielder, but should be deep enough to score the go-ahead run. Throw is way offline and cut off. Bottom of the third. Runner on first, and 2 outs and a 2-0 count to Paredes. Dillinger's pitch is ripped in the left center field. That's going to be off the wall. The throw in. It rolled right to the center fielder, though, so that helped. It's a stand-up double, but it is only second and third. Held the runner at third with a lucky bounce off the wall to the center fielder, Billy Bean. And that brings up Yainer Diaz. 2-2. Line drive to left, and that is nice catch. Who was that? Who was that making the nice catch? Who's our left fielder right now? I think it's Glenn Burke. Sliding behind the back catch. Am I reading this? Am I reading this replay right? Is this a sliding behind the back catch? No look behind the back catch. Amazing animation. Yeah, it was Glenn Burke saving the run there. All right, bottom of the fourth. Runner on third, 2 outs and a 3-0 count to Pena. Draws the walk, first and third, still 2 outs for Jake Myers. 1-1 count. Line drive to center field, that's going to tie the game. Can they hold the runner at second? Nope, it's going to be first and third. At least the trail runner was not allowed to advance. First and third for Altuve, 2 outs. First pitch, runner's going. No throw. Oh, there's a throw, not in time. Second and third, 2-2 count. Goes down swinging. So, minimize the damage to 1. The game is tied. Don't love that. Top of the 6th, P. Alonso leading off with a 1-0 count. Fly ball deep left center field. It is gone. Just clears the wall. Well, the animation said it just cleared the wall, but the data says he hit it 435 feet. So Alonso hits the go-ahead run. Bottom of the 6th, Dubon leading off with a 3-1 count. I feel a walk coming. Nope. I'd rather have the walk because that goes down the line into the corner. Probably going to be extra bases. Dubon is pretty speedy. Throw is cut off and he's in with a double. Lead off double. 1-1 count to Alvarez. Oh, that is deep. Nope, the new animations always fool me. It is a fly out to right field. The runner does not advance, so it's still second. Runner on second and a 1-2 count with 1 out for Pena. Line drive in the left, but that's going to hang up enough for Glenn Burke to make the play. And it is now 2 outs and a 2-2 count. Gets him on the strikeout. All right, bottom of the 7th. I don't like that it's still the other team getting highlights. Hold on, let me get Crouton settled here in a second. All right, bottom of the 7th, 2 outs and a full count. Runner on first. Get some swinging. Oh, good. That was the defensive highlight. Top of the 8th, looking for some insurance runs. Tyler Townsend up with a 2-2 count. Line drive into right field. That's going to drop in for base hit. Leadoff single by Townsend. Now 1 out for David Denson. Fly ball to right field. Oh, does it have the distance? It's gone. 2-run shot. Gives us the insurance we were looking for. 2 of our imported Pride Month players combining to get those 2 runs across the plate. And the inning continues. We have Jeff McNeil up with 2 outs and a 1-1 count. Benny Kage, welcome in. Yeah, everyone's welcome to lurk. Line drive over the second baseman's head into right center field. That might be extra bases. It is, but no damage done, it looks like, as we head to the bottom of the eighth with 1 out now for Dubon. Did we throw out the runner or something? Looks like he just disappeared. Line drive to left center field. That's going to be extra bases. It's the center fielder who gets to it first, Billy Bean. And that runner does not score as we head to the top of the ninth. We're up 3. Would not mind more insurance runs. Glenn Burke leading things off. Line drive over the third baseman's head. That'll be a leadoff. Oh, and an error made by the left fielder. Burke is speedy, so that's going to come back to haunt them, I hope. Runner on second, and nope, he is... Oh, wait, we scored 3 in that inning. I guess it didn't want to show us the highlights, so we scored 3 after that error. So it's that 7-1 game now, with 2 outs in the full count to Paredes. Conroy in to finish out the game. Get some swinging. And that's it. The Pride Month team is wins their first game of the season. Conroy, one of our imported players, gets the save. And Dillinger, also one of our imported players, gets the win. You know what? Let me unpin the pack giveaway form and let me pin the article, because if anyone wants to follow along and see what players we're talking about, these are the 14 players who came out after their professional baseball careers, and these are the players that we imported. So reference article about our 14 LGBTQ players. And let me pin that. The L is in play because Isla Borders is a female pitcher who is in the OOTP database as an independent leaguer. All right, so let's go to standings. We won our first game of the season. Let's go ahead and sim. We'll sim March, which is just a sliver of a month, and then we'll sim all of April. 9 consecutive on-base streak by Billy Bean comes to an end, and he is Player of the Week. Yeah, let's look at that Player of the Week. That probably easier access through our mailbox. Wow, he hit 727 on the week. 8 hits and 11 at-bats, 2 homers, and 4 runs scored, 3 RBI. These are his AAA stats that we entered into Editor. And it was a pretty robust sample size from that AAA season. So it's a legit season. We just gave it the boost of applying it to the major leagues. All right, let's run the month of April. Yeah, the unchanged Phillies are tough. They're battling us for the division. You know, the Braves were projected to be a 60-win team, and they're playing 600 ball, so that's going to change the dynamics of the division quite a bit. Townsend all over the achievements for this month. Rookie of the month, 9-game run streak, 7-game extra base hit streak. So let's look at that Rookie of the month. Because very few of these players had major league experience, they are all going to be considered rookies, I believe. Townsend for the month hit 299, 11 doubles, 2 triples, and 5 home runs. 20 runs scored and 34 RBI. All right, 22-9, 1.5 games behind the unchanged Phillies. Just how good they are. The Braves playing 600 ball. All these teams below us were projected to be 70 win teams. So the Braves are definitely going to change the balance of the division if they keep this up. We are in the number 1 wild card spot, though. All right, we'll do another month before we really start paying attention to the leaderboards here. But Billy Bean is leading the league in batting average. All right, we're taking over first place. 3 games ahead of the Phillies. 5 games ahead of the Phillies. 22 game streak without a run by Lovegrove. That's our closer. 13 game shutdown streak. 46 and 12. Ooh, we're in a 13 game winning streak. That'll fix things really fast. 5 games ahead of the Phillies now. Bean hitting 402. Alonso and Townsend first and second in RBI. Townsend is one of our imported players. Glenn Burke second in league in stolen bases. Billy Bean leading in OPS and WAR. And on the pitching side, no on the leaderboard, but it sounds like our closer is having a heck of a season. So let's take a look at that. Kieran Lovegrove, 0.67 ERA. 5-0, 13 saves, 0.67 ERA. 0.7 whip. 0.53 FIP. 15 strikeouts per nine. Diaz also still bringing some heat, but definitely giving up more runs. Let's put Diaz in the reliever role just so it's easier to spot Lovegrove in the roster. Put him at closer. Okay. So we'll save that. And let's go ahead and do another month. The Braves are dropping back more to prediction. They're now playing 500 ball. They were predicted to be a sub 70 win team though. So there they go. Now they're a 480 team. 16 game winning streak for our team. Soto won batter of the month, and we had another 11 game winning streak. So and we're in the midst of a 4 game winning streak as well. 66 and 19. No other team in the majors has over 60 wins. In fact, the closest is in our division, the Phillies with 53 and the Yankees with 53. Let's take a look at that. What was the award? Not pitcher of the month. Oh, Soto. Soto won batter of the month. He hit 303 with a 400 on base percentage. 10 home runs, 24 RBI, 31 runs scored. And he's an original Met. Billy Bean still leading the league in batting average, but has dropped down to 348. Alonso and Townsend still leading in RBI, tied for first. Glenn Burke leading in stolen bases. Billy Bean second in OPS and WAR. No pitcher is showing up on the leaderboard yet, but Lovegrove is now 7-0 with 19 saves. His ERA has gone down. It's actually gone down to 0.45. His FIP has actually gone down to 0.39. I did say I thought he would win relief pitcher of the year. It's looking pretty good right now. All right, let's zoom to the All-Star break. It's July 1st. We did pick up some losses, so that winning streak did end at about 4. 6 and 4 in the last 10. One more game to get to the All-Star break. It is a win. We've won 2 in a row. Let's take a look at the All-Star voting. This is one of the questions on the pack giveaway. How many All-Stars will we have? So let me get ready to make note of that. First, we'll look at the voting. No one at catcher. Pete Alonso at first. 3 points, almost 3.8 million votes. Jeff McNeil at second. Third in voting with 3.3 million votes. None of our imported players yet. Billy Bean leading the voting in center field with 4.8 million votes. Juan Soto, original Met, 3.5 million votes in right field. Tyler Townsend, our DH, almost 2.9 million votes in third place. Computer not really good at voting for created or imported pitchers, but I will be very upset with the game if our closer, Kieran Lovegrove, is not on the team. Now 8-1 with 21 saves. The ERA is ballooned up to 1.43. The FIP still 0.43. Strikeouts per 9 now up to 16.2. Out of our starters, Senga's 7-1, but has a 4.24 ERA. A best ERA is TJ House, one of our imported players, 10-3 with a 2.65 ERA. TJ House is doing really well. All right, let's take a look at who was actually selected. NL. Wow, they did not take TJ House. They didn't take our closer either. I'm calling shenanigans on this. That's ridiculous. What more do you want from a relief pitcher to make it to the All-Star game? 8-1, 21 saves, 1.43 ERA, 0.77 whip, 16.2 strikeouts per nine, a .43 FIP, 3.5 WAR, and you snub him for the All-Star game. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, all these other closers. Ryan Walker has a 5 ERA, and he got selected over Kieran Lovegrove. All right, Alonso was selected. Are you kidding me? Is Alonso or only... No, Bean was leading voting, so yeah. Alonso and Bean, 2 All-Stars. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. This is a 750 win percentage team at the All-Star break, and we have 2 All-Stars. That's terrible. Usually my only problem with the All-Star selection engine is that it does not vote for created or imported players very often on the pitching side. But usually the selections I don't have too much issue with, but these selections are awful. Even just in general, a 750 win percentage team, you have to have enough players doing well to have more than 2 All-Stars. Yeah, that's not liking that. All right, let's watch the home run challenge. Do we? Oh yeah, we don't have anyone in here. What? We'll check our home run totals, but it looks like we did not get in. East Coast unbiased, yes. Kurt, Springer, Judge, and Schwarber. All names you would kind of expect. Kurtz and Judge. Ooh, Kurtz wins it. That's unusual. Usually it's Judge. All right. I forgot what I said I was going to look. I was going to look up something. Oh yeah, home run totals. We didn't have anyone in the home run contest, so let's see. This isn't a big power team. Alonso is an original member of the team, and Soto are leading team members. I thought Tyler Townsend had a chance to have a little more pop, and maybe Denson. They're in there in the mix with 16 and 18, but neither of them enough, or no one on this team enough to make it into the home run contest. Amber says team doing way better than predicted, even with the Pride Month hopes. I thought the Mets were still. No, I don't blame you for thinking the Mets are going to Met, and don't rush to judgment yet. The Mets famous are for collapsing in July and August, not even waiting till September. We have collapsed with the Braves running away with it in August, July and August before. So don't put it past this Mets team to still Met. All right, let's check out the All-Star game. We'll quick play this. The AL wins 7-2, so we were not able to help with the win. But our imported Billy Bean, number 3 performance today, went 2 for 3 with a triple, a run scored and a walk. An All-Star game triple must be pretty exciting because you're like tearing around the bases. That's got to be fun. All right, let's see. Bean went 2 for 3, 1 run scored, a walk in addition to that triple. Oh yeah, we only had 2 All-Stars. That's right. Who was our other All-Star? Was it Soto? Who was our other All-Star? Oh, Alonso. Alonso went 0 for 1. Left a runner on base. But yeah, Billy Bean doing the team proud. Let's go to the standings here and let's finish out July. We are drifting down towards 700 win percentage. Still have 80 wins though. No other team has 70 wins. So we are definitely the class of the major leagues right now. Billy Bean still leading in batting average. Townsend and Alonso first and third in RBI. Glenn Burke second in stolen bases. Manaea with a shutout. tied for the league lead with 1. How's our closer doing? 9-1, 24 saves. ERA is trending back down, 1.26. WHIP is 0.74. FIP is 0.5. 0.5 FIP is insane. All right, let's go back to the standings view. And, well, if no one else has them making it to the World Series, your picks might still be good. It all depends on how you do relative to the field. So let's do the month of August. Can Billy Beane win the batting title? That would be cool. As soon as I said that, I jinxed him. He dropped to 3rd. Now he's back up to 1st. Oh, he's really putting some distance in now, too. He's hitting over 350. Yeah, after I jinxed Billy Beane, he did recover. He's hitting 350 now. 96 wins. The Phillies, man, keeping pace with 84. The Cubs with 87. I did say the Cubs sim really well. All 3 of those teams would be leading the American League. Towns has already had 128 RBI. Alonso with 114. No one's showing up on the pitching leaderboard yet, though. Let's check in on our closer. Oh, you know what we haven't done? We could be getting Batter of the Month awards and wouldn't know it. So let's keep checking. Did I look at June? Oh, that's when we had Soto. Yeah, so let's look at July. Once you win 1, you don't get the notifications anymore. So July, it was not. It was Brendan Donovan. And then for August, it is Shohei. Shohei hit 330 with 11 home runs and 411 on base percentage. Oh, we might be winning rookie awards, though. So Cade Horton in August. For July, it was, again, Cade Horton. June was Townsend. Oh, we saw that one, I think. 310 was... No, this is the second time you won it. All right. Not bad. Not bad. All right, we are on September 1st. Let's go week by week and see if Billy Beane can hang on to that batting title. Beane drops below 350, but still 24 points ahead of Trey Turner. The team is 99-44, 692 win percentage. The win percentage has drifted down ever since Amber mentioned they're doing better than predicted, and I said they still had time to be the Mets. The win percentage has come down by about 100 percentage points. All right, let's... Suarez has pulled ahead of Townsend in the RBI race. Anyone showing up the pitching side yet? Nope. How's our closer doing? 10-2, 28 saves. The ERA's come up now to 1.81. The FIP is now up to 0.85. The WHIP is up to 0.94. The bullpen is metting it. That's what sounds like is happening. All right, let's sim another week. Cannot get back over 700 with 687, 103 wins. Billy Beane still leading in batting. Soto now up to 3rd in home runs. Townsend has taken over the RBI lead. Cannot get it back over 700. We're 5-5 in the last 10. Beane still 20 points ahead of Trey Turner. Townsend has fallen 1 RBI behind Suarez. And we still have no pitchers on the leaderboard, except for Manaea with that 1 shutout. Okay, we're going to sim to the end of the regular season. Could not get over 700, but 110 win season, very good season. Billy Beane does lead the league in batting. Townsend ends up leading the league in RBI, finishing 2 ahead of Suarez. Burke finished his 2nd in stolen bases, tied with Josh Naylor. Josh Naylor. Oh, yeah, there's one more game. Sorry, one more game. 110-52 as he lose the last game. Townsend finished. Oh, I thought he fell behind. Tied with Suarez for the RBI lead. Glenberg third in stolen bases. Still no one on the leaderboard. Let's see how our closer ended up finishing. 4 losses now, 30 saves, 1.97 ERA, 1.13 FIP, 0.93 WHIP. Yeah, second half was not good for Kieran Lovegrove. All right, is there a game 163 somewhere because we did not get our achievements? Yes, the Royals and Twins are tied for the top of the Central Division in the AL. Twins win 4-1. Now, does that knock the Royals out of playoff contention? I think it might. Yeah, the Royals are not a wild card team, so that was a one-game playoff basically for a playoff spot, and the Twins win it. So if we finish today, we should get our achievements. Batting champion Billy Beane, Soto goes 2020, and we are headed to the playoffs. There's no RBI title, but Townsend does tie for the RBI title. All right, we're going to go to a 4-man rotation. I don't necessarily think it's Manaea. It might be Peterson. Worst whip. Worst ERA. Manaea has the worst FIP. I think it's Peterson, though. Question is, where do I put Peterson? Because we didn't have a lot of lefties here to work with. Do I like him better than Raley? I mean, Raley's been lights out, but from a ratings perspective, yeah, it's Raley all day. So I think he becomes a lefty middle reliever. And he'll back up long relief, I think. Okay, let's head to the postseason. We'll use a tree for the wild card round and just speed sim that. Actually, let's save this. Post regular season. Okay. So wild card round. Are we going to face the Phillies or the Reds? Phillies beat the Reds 2-1, so we'll face the Phillies. They were the second best team in the NL East, so that might be tough. Dodgers beat the Padres. They'll face the Cubs. The two best simming teams from the last two versions of the game playing each other. Yankees sweep the Twins. They'll face the Red Sox, and the Astros beat the Blue Jays to face the Mariners. Let's look at the where are the head-to-head? Team versus team. Let's see. Oh, that's American League. National League. Mets versus Phillies. We won 10. And the Phillies won 3. So we were 10-3 against the Phillies. It's pretty good. All right, Dodgers win 7-2. And we've got the, is that right? We have the tail end of our rotation going? House is rested. It should be, oh, you know what? We're going to switch this to always start highest rested. I didn't realize it wasn't set to that. So we'll go House. And we lose 4-3. Scored 1 in the bottom of the ninth. Not quite enough. All right, American League Division Series start. All right. Ooh, Boston Red Sox destroy the Yankees 9-0. 5-hit shutout of the Yankees. Mariners win in extra innings 3-1. They scored 2 in the bottom of the 10th to walk it off. In the NL Game 2, Dodgers win 7-0. They take a 2-0 series lead over the Cubs. And we've got Dillinger on the mound against Zach Wheeler. Another loss, 5-4. Again, late runs in the ninth, but not quite enough. Home runs by Lindor and Burke. Glenn Burke has already hit 2 home runs in the postseason. All right, we're facing elimination now as we head into the travel day. Red Sox lose in extra innings. Each team scored 2. Oh, wow. The Red Sox score 4 in the bottom of the 8th to tie it. Each team scores 2 in the 9th to send it to extras. And then the Yankees score 1 in the 11th to win it. The Mariners win 6-0, so they take a 2-0 series lead. And they head to travel days. We face elimination, as do the Cubs. Dodgers win 6-0, a 3-hit shot of the Cubs, so they advance to the NLCS. And we are looking to survive here and force at least a Game 4. Senga on the mound. It is a loss 10-3, so we were swept, unfortunately. Despite a 110-win regular season, we were swept. All right. Well, we're going to speed sim the rest of the playoffs because we are eliminated, unfortunately. But I think we still have some postseason awards we can look forward to. All right, so the Phillies advance, Dodgers advance, Yankees advance, Mariners advance. It would take 7 games, so the Dodgers come back to beat the Phillies, and the Yankees beat the Mariners. So in the most boring World Series matchup ever, it is the Yankees versus the Dodgers. And it goes to Game 7 at least, and the Dodgers win. We do have a game score of 10-29, which is very good. And let's go see what the postseason awards look like. Do this from the mailbox and Great Glove Awards. Those will be up first. We did not win any. I didn't mess with the fielding ratings other than giving some people some positional coverage. I thought maybe Burke and Bean came in rated well enough to maybe take a run at it, but yeah, Merrill's a 70, Yastrzemski's a 75, Haps a 70. So in a change from recent sims, the high ratings actually coming through on the Gold Glove here. Arias is the only throwback to, well, and Bailey, 55s winning the Gold Gloves. But this is unusual. There usually are more lower rated defenders in the mix here, but these are all elite blue colored defense ratings here in the Gold Glove mix. All right, so no Gold Gloves. Silver Sluggers, I think is a rookie, a reliever of the year. Okay, let's see if our reliever fell off too much to win. Kieran Lovegrove, our top contender. Brooks Raley also, I think, has a shot as a setup. 6-2, 6 saves, 8 holds, .84 ERA, .87 WHIP, 2 WAR. Diaz also pretty good in the setup role, but higher ERA. Conroy also had a good showing. So, we'll see. Could go anyway here. We did not win it because we did not get the achievement. Suarez was in the NL. Wow, we didn't even finish in the top 3. Lovegrove came in 4th, and then Conroy came in 7th. That's disappointing. Suarez, though, let's see. 5-4, 38 saves, 1.58 ERA. Yeah, I mean, I put up our guy against him. Bummer as a setup roll 2.17. Definitely put our guy up against him. Yeah, I think we should at least have been the number 2, if not the number 1 here. So I think we got robbed a little bit there. All right, let's see. What's next? Platinum Stick Awards. It should be good for a few of these. Yeah, exactly 3. Few usually means 3-ish. Let's see. Billy Bean in center field. Nice. 336, 25 home runs, 8 stolen bases, 127 runs scored, 647 WAR. Juan Soto, 271, 42 home runs, 28 steals, almost went 30-30, 4.9 WAR. And Tyler Townsend at DH, 294, 34 bombs, 121 scored, and a huge 156 RBI. Productivity not always rewarded here. I think it looks more at the rate stats, but 153 RBI, 133 runs scored by Soto, 127 runs scored by Bean, all huge numbers. So 3 Silver Sluggers. All right, what's up next? Rookie of the Year. Actually, we probably do have players eligible for this. Yeah, Tyler Townsend's going to win it. Because a lot of them never made it to the majors. This is their first. And Glenn Burke, we took pre-MLB Burke. TJ House is the same here. So first and second in Rookie of the Year voting. That's cool. Denson comes in 4th. TJ House 6th. That's cool. That's very cool. Again, I can't stress enough. Part of the premise here isn't just let's take their best minor league seasons and treat them as major league seasons. Part of it is, if you can't be your true self in what you're doing, how much does that hold you back, right? And so let's give them credit for if they could have been, we're still exaggerating, but it's still fun, and I think that's the kind of way I'm viewing it though. Is if they could have been their true selves, what more could they have done? All right, Cy Young winner. Let's see. These are mostly go to starters. So Senga 13-2, 4.1. All the ERAs are a bit high to win an award here. Hey, Skip. The lowest ERA is TJ House, but he only went 16-5. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a tough time winning a Cy Young award here. I think we'll get votes though. We'll have a lot of players getting votes, but they're going to be kind of on the tail end. Wheeler wins it unanimously. Can't begrudge him that. 16-5, 2.73 ERA. I'm really shocked. We got no votes. None of our pitchers got votes. That's a little crazy. Chris Sale was at the bottom of the voting, 13-10 with a 3. Well, it does like ERA and strikeouts, and we did not bring a lot of that. So, yeah. All right. So no Cy Young. What about MVP? We did have the batting leader, but we're facing Shohei. So that's going to be tough. If we sort by OPS, our top OPS was Billy Bean, who was pretty light hitting. Soto had 42 bombs and 28 stolen bases, but I don't think it's going to be anything against Shohei. So I think we're going to be shut out of those big postseason awards here. Oh, it's not Shohei, though. It is Schwarber, and Billy Bean came in second with 9 first-place votes. What happened to Shohei? Shohei is he even on the list? Did Shohei... Oh, Shohei's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Shohei finished 15th. 261, 40 home runs. And 24 steals. Yeah, 2.8 WAR. Wow. Schwarber, 19 first place votes. Hit 55 bombs, 261 average. Looks like a 981 OPS. So yeah, compared to that, Billy Bean does compare pretty favorably. Comes in second in voting, 9 first place votes. 336 average, led the league, 25 home runs, almost 100 RBI. And I think it was like 120 something runs scored. So Billy Bean, nicely done. Second in MVP voting. All right, with that, I think we have enough information to do the pack giveaway. Yeah, I do think usually when I look into the players, I kind of see where the computer's coming from. Um, yeah, but the All Star voting not getting that closer in, I thought was a very disappointing decision there by the computer. All right, let's see how the four of you did. Good luck, everybody. Will this team make the playoffs? They did make the playoffs. So we have three people still advancing. Will they win the division? They did win the division by 12 games. Will they make it to the World Series? They did not make it to the World Series. Will a player on this team win the signing award? They did not win the signing award. Will a player on this team win the MVP? They did not win the MVP. So, Nerd of Anarchy is going to take first place. Amber and Flying W will get 3 bonus points for the second round, which determines second place, so you can still win 3 packs. If it had come down to regular season wins, the total was 110. Nervac, still would have won with an amazing guess of 111, just one away. So, I do think it's nice when the question, the survival slot questions are backed up by also getting the win total right too. Amber in the sim had Skeens lead the league in wins already in strikeouts and not get the sign due to some with a better FIP, though 2 less wins. Yeah, I do think it looks at rate stats. It looks at WHIP. It looks at FIP. It looks at it does like strikeouts a lot. So I'm surprised that leading the league in strikeouts was not enough to get your Skeens over the top there. We're gonna hide this column. We're gonna hide these columns. Okay, so Nerdanky does not get scores judged, having 1 already. And Amber and Flying W get 3 bonus points that we'll add at the end. Okay, first up, how many games behind will they finish? They won their division, so that'll be 1 point for Flying WV. All Stars. There were only 2 All Stars, shockingly, and Z Grizzly gets that. So solo point for Z Grizzly. Gold Glove winners. There were no Gold Glove winners. Z Grizzly another solo point, already almost making up that 3-point deficit for not getting the bonus. Platinum Stick Awards. There were 3. Solo point for Flying WV, who has now jumped out to a pretty strong lead there. All right, the mouse hover questions. On the offensive side, first, third, and fifth. Very good offensive ratings there. And on the defensive side, first, and 26th. Yeah, part of that is I didn't really mess with the defensive ratings that they came in with. And they came in as 18 and 19-year-olds, so lesson learned, next time we do that, we probably want to give a little more boost to the defense than they come in with, especially as like minor leaguers and independent leaguers. All right, runs scored first. Flying W, the solo point there. Batting average, third. Nerd also got that right. Flying W also gets it exactly right. Home runs hit, fifth. Amber gets that exactly right. Solo point for Amber. Sounds like your perfect team, theme team. Top 3 and everything, then defense bottom 4. All right, ERA. First. Nerd very close to second. Amber, not close but closest, was 6th. I shouldn't say that. 5 away isn't that bad out of 30. Strikeouts thrown, first. Amber again, this time not close but closest, 8th. And then defensive efficiency, 26th. Z Grizzly gets a solo point there. All right, that suddenly made things very interesting. Amber's hot streak there. So Amber 3 points plus 3 bonus for 6 total. Flying W 4 plus 3 bonus for 7 total. And Z Grizzly 3. Anybody's game right now. All right, home runs hit. That was Juan Soto with 42. 42 home runs hit. Wow, Nerd got that exactly right. Z Grizzly just won away. Z Grizzly's going to get a point there. Solo point for Z Grizzly. All right, highest batting average, at least 300 players. That would be our batting leader, Billy Bean, 336. 10 away is Z Grizzly. Nerd would have gotten it, though, with a 346, 9 points away. But of the remaining players, Z Grizzly gets a solo point. So Z Grizzly now making it a contest. A 3-way contest. On base plus slugging. Also Billy B, 986. Not a power hitter, so 986. Oh, I think Amber might have read that as on base or something, because that answer is a little off. Probably read that as on base percentage by mistake. OPS 986. Low answer is going to take it, which is fine WV. And then batter war, highest batter war on the team. Billy Bean, 6.7. Nerd would have taken that. Amber's going to be the closest with a 5.8. All right, so that's going to be 7 for Amber, 8 for Flying WV, and 5 now for Z Grizzly. All right, with 5 questions left, it is anybody's contest. Let me tighten these back up. Okay, now we go to strikeouts thrown. Not a lot of high stuff arms here. Mania and TJ House with 194, but Dillinger, one of our imported players, with 198. Wow, Amber just won away with 197. Great guess by Amber. All right, lowest ERA. At least 100 innings pitched. Brooks Raley with a .84, but only 64 innings. For 100 innings, you have to go all the way up to TJ House, who had a 3.56. High answer is going to take it, which is Amber. Amber now in the lead. Whip, lowest whip, at least of the 100 innings pitched. Again, Conroy with a .87, Raley with a .87, but not enough innings. You have to go up to Mania with a 1.29. 1.29. That's going to be Z Grizzly with a 1.25. All right, so unofficially, I think it's Amber 9, Flying W 8, Z Grizzly 6. All right, pitcher war. Best pitcher war is 5.3 by TJ House. 5.3. Flying W is going to take that. And the final question is, of our imported players, who would have the best war, highest war? And it is going to be one of our batters. It is going to be 6.7 for Billy Bean. 6.7. Wow, Nerd would have taken it with 6.9, but it is Amber. All right, so that's 3 points for Amber for 10. That is 1 more point for Flying W for 9. And that is 1 more for Ziegler for 6. Really close race, everybody. Really good guesses. Congratulations to our winners. Nerd of Anarchy, first place, 7 packs. And Amber Laterra, second place, with 3 packs. Congratulations. All right, well, hope that was fun for everybody. I had a really good time making that roster and doing the sim. So appreciate everybody being here for that. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I do feel bad for everyone who got dropped when my stream cut out when OBS crashed. especially if you're looking for drops. If you have come back in looking for those drops, you can catch my stream later tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific time ish. Might start a little earlier because I don't know if Ezra's going tonight, but if he's not, is this the first of the Fridays where he's gonna miss because of his Dungeons and Dragons? He's gonna be on his friend stream playing Dungeons and Dragons. If that does start tonight, then I might start a little earlier, especially if Nerd of Anarchy can do it. But I also need to eat dinner and stuff, so I might still have to start at the regular time. All right, let's see. Where are we going to raid? Let's see who's playing OOTP right now. Oh, Lone Star's playing. Excellent. Lone Star, very fun out of the park streamer. Lone Star SW. Let's go ahead and give him a shout out before we raid in. Not an affiliate yet, but very good OG user. Very consistent too, on a lot. Has a couple of fun multi-season saves going on. And I like the way he kind of zips through his games. Does, I think, 20 in 2 hours. Sometimes even faster. So we're going to raid Lone Star. And hopefully see you back tonight again at around 10 p.m.-ish Pacific time for Nerd of Anarchy playing Dead Ball Creator Roster, which is one of our community games. And hopefully I'll have my headphones figured out by then too.